So for this first video, it's going to be a short 15-minute series, mostly focusing on your abs and your bum, which is the most requests that I got. So that's what we're going to start with. Grab a spot where you have room to move around, just about a max distance apart, whether that be on your mat or on your carpet, doesn't really matter. We are going to start sitting down on our bum. Take both of your feet, plant them down onto the ground, sit up nice and tall so that you're on your bony sits bones. Take your hands underneath your hamstrings, give your shoulders a roll, and then from here, tuck that tailbone under so that you're rolling past those bony sits bones until you lengthen those arms out. Your fingertips are light, just hold it here. Good, inhale, exhale, curl yourself back up to those bony sits bones, and then you do that again. Tucking that tailbone under, finding the rotation in that pelvis to come back onto that lower back. Inhale, exhale, stack yourself all the way up, sit nice and tall. Think about a string coming off the crown of your head. Good, this time you hold that curve, find your breath. Now reach your right leg up into chair, reach your left leg up into chair. Slowly roll down until you're on the tips of those shoulder blades. Reach your fingertips long. You can stay here, or if you want more, reach your legs out to a 45 or out to a 90. Find your 100. So big pumps in those arms. Inhaling through that nose, exhaling through your mouth. Keep your chin tucked so you're looking towards those knees to protect the front of your neck muscles. Keep this pump going in your arms. Lengthen out through those fingertips so much so that those triceps start to turn on. Feel your core zip together. Bring that belly button in towards that spine. Your legs are touching and squeezed together so tight that your inner thighs are locked. Keep on breathing. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Grab onto your knees. Let that go. Big deep inhales, big deep exhales. Inhale, tuck that chin under, look towards your knees. Now take that left hand, take it onto your right knee. Your right hand is going to go onto your right ankle. Shoot that left leg away, bring it to a hover. Now using your biceps, pull yourself up, find your rounded spine. Single leg stretch. So you switch, and you switch, and you switch, and you switch. Think about zipping up those inner thighs, shaving them off of one another as you move. Now there's a bullseye where your toes are. Try to hit that bullseye every single time. Keep on going, keep breathing. If you need to bring your head down at any point in time, then please do so. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Try to get your forehead to connect to your knees. Inhale, exhale, your legs and your arms shoot out at the same time. And then you give yourself a hug. Again, double leg stretch. Shoot both out, pull both in nice and tight. Shoot both out, pull everything in. So good. Last 4 and 3. Hit that bullseye with your toes. Last 2. Last time here, pull everything in towards your chest again. Now extend that right toe up to the sky. Grab on behind the back of your hamstring or the back of your shin. Left leg, shoot it long. Find your pull. Hold on to that hamstring. Inhale, exhale, switch those legs. Find your stretch. Right leg just hovering off the ground. Inhale, exhale, you switch and switch and switch and switch. Again, thinking about those inner thighs, trying to bring them as close together as possible. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Both toes look up towards the sky. Take your fingertips, reach them long. Double leg, lower. Squeeze those legs together. Lower your legs any amount. Inhale, exhale, bring those legs back up. Moving slow. This does not have to be low. The little pocket of air underneath your low back, the volume of that pocket of air does not change. So good, you guys. Lift it up, lower it down. Last time here, bring both knees into your chest. Let your head come down for a second. From here, clasp your fingertips together. Bring them behind your head. Open up those elbows wide, and then using your biceps, shoulders are down, lift that head up. Looking towards those knees, find your bicycle. So you're gonna shoot that right leg out, twist over towards the left, and and then you switch, and switch, and switch. Bringing that opposite elbow up and over your knee, finding that reach and your stretch. So good. Keep this going for 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Drop those feet down, drop that head down, find your breath. Your abs should be nice and warm, so let's switch to that bottom. Take your hands, plant them firmly into the ground. Parallel off those feet so that they are about a fist distance apart. From here, take the pocket of air that's underneath your low back. Tilt your pelvis up so that you squish that pocket of air, and then curl your hips up all the way to the very tip top of your bridge. Starting from your upper back here, feel each one of your front and back bones connect down to the mat, with your tailbone being last. Untuck your tailbone, find that big pocket of air, and then squish that pocket of air, your tailbone tilts up, all the way to the top of your bridge. Keep that going. Inhaling and exhale, feeling the rock of your pelvis. And then last time, hold your neutral spine at the bottom. So it's exactly where your spine wants to be. There's a little pocket of air underneath your back. Ground down through those feet, heels and toes locked down, fingertips pressing so hard. Lift your hips in one chunk. So we lift them up, drop them down. Lift it up, dropping only towards the hover. So the shape in that low back does not change. Now there's a push-pull sensation on those knees. So it's like someone's pushing them in, but you're pulling them out at the same time. Find your lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep this going. Keep that rib cage tucked in. We just warmed it up. You've got 8, 7, 6. Ground down evenly through those feet. Last 4, last 3, last 2. Last time here, hold the top of your bridge. Now lengthen out the fronts of your hips, squeezing your glutes together as hard as you can. Lift that right leg up into a chair without letting your hips dip or fall. Hold it here, and then just extend that leg to a 45. Bring it back in. So we extend it, bring it in, extend, bring it in. Trying to keep those hips even. Like someone placed a hot cup of tea onto those hips. It's not going to spill off the right side. Good. You've got 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last time here. Now take that toe, look it up towards the sky. It can be straight or it can be bent. Find your pulses. So little lift and lift and lift. Think about your left hamstring right where it meets the bottom of your glute. That is what's lifting you up. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that right foot onto the ground right beside your left. Now drop your hips to that hover, lift them up. Take them down, lift them up. Right back to the beginning. So good. Find even squeeze across both of those glutes. So redistribute your weight evenly across both of those feet. You've got 4. Last 3. Last 2, now with your left leg's turn to move, hold your hips up, find your breath. Inhale, exhale, take that left leg up into a chair position. Even your hips off, and then lengthen that leg out to your 45. Inhale, exhale, bring it back into your chair. Lengthen it out, bring it in, making sure that that knee is just over top of that hips when you bring it into that chair, so you're not pulling that knee all the way in towards your chest. Push it out, pull it in, out, and in. You've got 8, 7. Is that left hip dipping? 6, 5, last 4, and 3, last 2, last time here. This time reach those toes up towards the sky or keep your chair position. Find your pulses. Little lift and lift. And lift, and lift. Yes, you guys, so good. Stay with me, we are almost there. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that left foot down. Now even pulses through both of those hips. So lift it up, and up, and up, and up. At this point, if your legs aren't burning, if they're not shaking, I don't know what you're doing wrong because I'm definitely feeling it. Keep this going. Little squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. You've got 8, 7, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your hips all the way down. Give yourself a hug. Rock back and forth on that spine. From here, extend both of those legs in front of you. Reach those fingertips up towards the ceiling. Squeeze those legs together, pointing those toes. Now inhale, exhale, drift your chin, looking towards those toes, and then peel yourself up one bone at a time, flexing your feet as you do so, finding a rounded spine on the way up. Point those toes as you round down from your tailbone, hitting every single bony backbone, rolling yourself down nice and slow, keeping those shoulders light. Good. Inhale, exhale, do that again. Peeling up nice and slow. Trying to smooth out any problem spots that you might have. Point those toes. Slowly peel yourself down nice and slow. Last time here. Tucking that chin under. Grounding down through those feet. Reaching towards those toes. And then pointing those toes. Rolling yourself. And then stopping at a point that is challenging but still successful. Pushing your belly button down into the mat. Give your shoulders a soft little shake. Now from here, reach that right arm out, bring it in. Reach that left arm out, bring it in. Taking a look at those feet, making sure they're not gas pedaling, so zip those legs together. Reach it out, bring it in. Take it out, bring it in. You've got 4. Last 3. Last 2, good. Last time here, hold it, find your breath. Take your right elbow to the ground, take your left elbow to the ground, and then bring your right leg up into chair, bring your left leg up into chair. Now keep your chest nice and proud. Inhale, exhale, drift your legs over towards the right. Inhale, exhale, come back, center. Drift them over towards the left. Inhale, exhale, come back, center. Now this should be a nice little massage for that glute that we just worked. So hold on to that. Take it left, bring it center. This time it's a little bit different. You tip it left, you tip it right, I'm sorry. Lengthen out that right leg, drift everything back through center, drop that down. Now take it left, extend that left leg, bring it back down through center. Good, keep that going. So it's right, your right leg lifts, come back through center, drop it down, take it left. Extend your left, come back through center, drop it down. This time is different. We drift it over towards the right, dip our toes down and around, come back up our left. Other side, take it left, drop our toes, come all the way back and down. Now challenge option, you can extend those legs out, dropping those legs down, lifting them up the other side. Take it left, drop those legs down any amount, come back through center, whichever option you choose. Do it one more time. Even yourselves off over towards the left. So good, you guys. And then bring those legs back to chair. Find your hold. Grab on behind the right hamstring, grab on behind the left. Find your hold. Inhale, exhale, reach that right leg up. Good, let it go. Left leg lifts. Let it go. Those legs are still squeezed together, dropping your shoulders low, pushing that belly button back behind you. Last time to the right, last time to the left. Now see if you can get both legs to lift. Drop it down, little lift, and drop. Last 2, so good. Last time here, lift both legs. Find your hold, squeeze your legs together. Can you let go of your hamstrings and reach towards your toes? Can you breathe? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Come all the way down to the ground. Flip on over to that right side. From here, take your right ear on to that right bicep. And you are going to lengthen out both of those legs. Now take both of those feet, walk them forward a step, so you're locking that rib cage closed. Inhale, exhale, reach that top leg up just an inch. And then kick that leg forward, point that toe, pull it back. Kick that leg forward, point that toe, pull it back. Now notice your hips here. So your hips are not moving around as you do so, using those abdominal muscles to keep them steady. You can ground down using that left hand, making these bigs nice and wide. Good.
last 2. And then last time here, hold it center, flex your foot, now pulse it up and up and up, just about an inch above hip height. Notice the butt dimple, the side of your bum squeezes together to lift that leg. Good, your waist should be light here. Keep this going. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, hold it. Now point that toe, circle that toe around forward and forward, just about the size of a dinner plate. It is not big. Go for length out of that hip, so pushing that left hip away from you. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse it. Circle it around and around, going the opposite direction. Try to squeeze the bottom of your bum, the glute max, to bring your leg back behind you. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, hold it, flex that foot. Now bring that knee down in front of your hips. Good, that heel points up towards the corner of the room. Inhale, exhale, kick it away from you. Keeping evenness through those hips, pull that knee back in and then push it away. Like you're kicking a wall behind you. Feel force out of that leg. Go for length. So engage that quadricep to pull your kneecap up to lengthen out through that leg. Take it in, push it away, in and push. You've got 4. Last 3, last 2, last time here, hold it up, and with those pulses, little lift up, and lift up, and lift up, and up. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Whew, let that leg go. Give your butt cheek a little bit of a knockout. Before we get onto the second side, let's go back into that core. So lay onto your stomach. Take your hands, slide them underneath your shoulders, and then tuck those toes under. From here, push yourself into an all-fours position, and then making sure that your knees are in line with your hips, your shoulders are in line with your wrists. Tuck your toes under. Now feel like there's a candle underneath your belly button, round your spine up. From here, just let those knees hover off of the ground, find your hold. This is a lot of work for those abdominal muscles. Now pull your head back in space. Shoulders are wide across your back. Keep on breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So good. Last time here, take that right leg, step it back. Take your left leg, step it back. Now you're in a plank position. So make sure that your heels are stacked in line with your toes. Pull that belly button up and in. Push your head back in space. Shoulders down and wide. So much to think about. So much going on in our plank. Keep on breathing. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's speed that up. So your right knee in, left knee in, right leg back, left leg back, right knee in, left knee in, right leg back, left leg back. Keep that going. Can you keep your knees just at a hover off of the ground? The lower those knees are, the harder this is. You've got 4, 3, last 2. So good, you guys. Last time here. Find your hold, find your breath. For 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees down, push yourself back into a child's pose position. Let that entire series go. Let's do the second side of our glute, and then let's call it a day. So lay down on that left side this time. Your ear goes all the way to that left bicep, and then take both of those feet, stack them one on top of the next, walk them an inch in front of your hips so that you're in a slight curve. Retract that rib cage, pull your belly button back, lift that right leg up just so that it's in line with your hip. Flex your foot, kick that foot forward, point your toe, pull it back behind you. Good. Nice slow walks. You're moving that leg like it's moving through honey, keeping it at an even height. Kick it forward, pull it back, using your glute max, the bottom of that bum, to pull your leg back in space. Good. Last two. And last time here, hold your foot flex. Now pulse it up. Little lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Again, noticing those hips, making sure that the top hip isn't really back in space, but they're stacked one on top of the next. Find lightness underneath that left rib cage. Keep these pulses going. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Now point that toe, find your circles. Circle it around. Doesn't matter which direction you choose because we gotta do both. Circle it around and around, about the size of dinner plate. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but whatever shape it is, visualize it in your mind and try to make that circle as even as possible. Good. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top, find your breath, go the other way. Oh man, this is burning. Try to find length out of that right side, pushing that hip away from you, going for length out of that toe. Keep on breathing. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now flex that foot, pull that knee in, tap that knee onto the ground in line with those hips. Foot goes up, looking towards the corner of the room. Inhale, exhale, push that foot away. Bring it back in, push that foot away. Pulling it in, using your abdominal muscles to stabilize your hips in space. Keep that going. Going for that lift. Try to find the corner of that bum in this exercise. Bring it in, push it away. In and push. You've got 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last time here, we end with those pulses. Hold that foot out. Now pulse it up. Little lift and lift. Just about that hip height. Flexing that foot so hard, sending energy out of it. Keep this going. Keep on breathing. Little squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Let that go. Roll onto your back. Let's stretch that out. So let's take that right leg, cross it up over that left leg, pushing that knee away from you, opening up that hip. You can stay here or you can grab on behind the back of your left hamstring, giving it a pull in. Flexing through that foot that's on top of your thigh to protect through that knee, and then find evenness through both of your hips. Check in with those shoulders, make sure they're down, and just find your breath. Notice if you're holding on to any tension anywhere in the body, maybe your jaw, maybe your toes, maybe your eyebrows, and just let it go. Be proud of yourself for getting up and moving your body, even just for that short period of time. Inhale, exhale, let that go. Cross your opposite foot over that opposite leg, pushing that knee away from you, and then choosing your option either to bring it in towards your chest or to keep it locked on the ground. Soften your shoulders and just breathe. Being mindful of all the areas in your body that you just worked. Being so proud of each and every one of them and so grateful that you do have the health to move. Inhale, exhale, let that go. Bring both of those legs up to a tabletop position. Bring those arms into a cactus position and then drift both of those legs over towards the left. Look over that right. Big, deep spinal stretch here. Breathing open through those lungs. Inhale and exhale. Use those abdominal muscles to pull both of your knees back up into that tabletop position. And then drop them over towards the right, looking over the left. Good. Just breathing.
settle. Noticing how the spinal twist changes your breath. Sending the breath right into the bottoms of those lungs. Come back up through center and then grab onto the inside or outside edges of those feet. Shoot those feet up to the sky. Come into your happy baby position. Just letting the weight of gravity pull those fingers back into their sockets. Soften your shoulders down. Just breathe again. Letting that belly rise and fall. Good. Let those feet go. Close those knees together. Make your way up into a seated position and then roll yourself all the way into all fours. Let's find a couple cat-cows. So coming into that all fours, again, stacking those knees in line with those hips, wrists in line with those shoulders. Drop that belly button down, tilt your pelvis up, find length through the front of your neck, look up. Inhale, exhale, starting with that rib cage, starting with the tuck your pelvis, close everything, tuck that tailbone under, look towards your pubic bone, grounding out through that spine. Inhale, exhale, let that go. Finding length through your neck. Finding deep extension through that spine. One more round through. And then let that go. Come back up into your neutral spine. Tuck those toes under. Push your hips back. Find your downward facing dog and just breathe. Let your heart melt down to those thighs. Let your heels melt down towards the earth. Walk those knees in front of you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got a little bit of movement back into your lives. Stay tuned.